Hello everyone and welcome to CFC Fan TV. It's my first video in a while. I'm back. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold. But yeah, I just thought before we start going into our previews, we've got a big game in Prague this week, and it's very important now that we do win that game because we are obviously wanting to win the Europa League, and I think it's crucial that Sarri does win a trophy this season, as well as the team. And I think they will turn up in it because anytime there's a chance to win a trophy and to have something to take home with you and have a medal to take home with you, it's another achievement for you as a player as well as a manager and a team. So I'm really looking forward to that game, and obviously we have a huge game on Sunday against Liverpool, so we'll get into that. But firstly, I just thought I would do a video because there's lots of things going on at the moment. I think a lot of you are not unhappy with the comments that Rory made, although he hasn't been on the channel for quite a while. He had a baby, so I've taken over for the foreseeable future. But yeah, I actually didn't watch what was said, so I have heard what was said and everything like that, and I just want to clarify a few things. So me and Rory did a live on my Instagram. That's the first time I'd actually spoken to him in ages. We did a live on my Instagram, and he clarified, which was what I thought. I mean, basically, he said something like, fans that don't go to games aren't real fans. And I think it came out the wrong way. I'll get into my own personal thoughts in a minute, but I know for a fact that he said that meaning not fans that are financially not able to go to the games. He did not mean those people. He didn't mean fans that live overseas and can't make it to the games. I think he meant the fans that give him abuse more or less most days, but don't actually want to go and watch the football themselves and have more than the right and the privilege to go. So I think that's where that came from. I don't think he means at all the fans that can't financially go, because there was a time when I couldn't financially afford to go to the games, and I had to wait till I was about probably 16, and before that I used to watch on the TV all the time. The bit I don't understand though is the fact that if I don't go to a game, everyone literally says, "You're not a real fan, Sophie. You don't support the Blues. You're plastic." Yet if somebody comes out and says something about it, apparently all hell breaks loose. So I think everybody really needs to be a bit more kinder to one another and actually to think about the things that are said. And if I can get hold of Rory, I'll get him on the channel to clarify that. But as far as my own personal views, I don't think you need to be a fan to go to the games. I don't think you need to go to the games to be a fan at all. I think there is a difference, though, when you have the option to go to the games and you choose not to. Because if you are a real fan, of course you would want to go, and I'm sure there are many overseas fans, all of you included, that if you had the chance to go, you would go. And we try, we've done ticket raffles, things like that, or whatever. We partner with Shaw on occasions, and wanted to give tickets to people that can't go, and they end up going, and they've taken that opportunity. And I think that's fantastic. Whenever I have a spare ticket, I give it to a friend, or vice versa. If I'm struggling for a ticket, they'll give me a ticket at the last minute. My friend Rich is always helping me out. He's so kind and generous when he can't go. So yeah, I think there's all sorts of things that go on. As long as you're not making any money off of it, there's no problem. But yeah, I don't think you need to be going to every game. I think there are all sorts of things that come into play. I think sometimes I'm at work and I wish I could come to these games. So many of these Europa League games this year have been away games, and everyone that knows me knows I love to go to the European away days. I love to follow and support the Blues, across Europe, and I've not been able to do as many this time because I work on Thursday evenings, and I've really missed out on going to those games, and I've been absolutely crucified for that. But the bottom line is that these are fan channels and YouTube channels, and we put out this content for the fans. I don't know why we get so much hate over it. So if it was somebody else saying it, it'd be completely fine. But if it comes from myself or somebody else, it seems like it's associated with me or the channel or anything, everyone gives me a lot of stick about it. So yeah, I think the way Rory worded things probably could have been 10 times better. I think it's been very misinterpreted in some ways, because I know he doesn't mean the fans that can't financially afford to go. I know for a fact he doesn't, and he's clarified that in my live for anybody that watched it. I think they had about 1,000 viewers on that live, on that Instagram live that I did. So I know that it's not those fans that he's directing at. I think it's fans that purposely choose not to go to games because they're not really that bothered, but tend to have an incredibly big opinion on Twitter, and that doesn't always come across well. In terms of some of the videos that have been made about me or the videos that have been made about others, I mean, I think you just have to ask yourself, who are the people that are making the harsh content? Because I look back at my videos all the time and I really don't say anything that doesn't involve football. I never say anybody else. I'm very rare. I'd never do huge rants about individual players themselves. I criticise them, of course, because you have to be constructively critical when you're doing these sorts of videos. But I never do any huge rants, you know, about players that shouldn't be at the club or anything. I never say that. So I think you have to realise who's actually doing this. And some stupid people were saying, why am I playing the female card? Why am I playing the woman card or the sexism card? I'm not at all. You just have to look at the comments. I'm basing it on what the comments are towards me, and they are very, very much based on the way I look and what I do for a living, and it should absolutely be nothing to do with that. Yeah, there are some Chelsea photo shoots I wish I'd never done. That at the time fans were like, do this, do a photo shoot in a Chelsea shirt, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll do that. And now I wish I hadn't done it, but you know, that was when I was much younger. You know, I'm nearly 30 now, so. You know, if I could go back and change that, of course I would do. But other than that, I don't really see what I've done wrong other than to spend thousands of pounds on going to the games, on just doing my best for the club. We don't make much money off this channel. I don't know what you guys think we do earn, but it's nothing compared to what you think it is. And it's actually all done out of love for the club, and you know, I personally do my vlogs for the fans that can't go to the games, because it makes, you know, it gets you involved, and you can see what things are like. And that was the main reason why I do the vlogs. And whenever I can do a vlog and send somebody the footage, or if I have time to edit myself, then of course I'll do that. So I really don't get where the hate is coming from, especially towards me. If you don't agree with Rory's opinions, I'm more than happy to get him on, and you can have it out with him on that. And like I said, I think the way he worded things was wrong. But other than that, you know, and the hate that's gone towards me, I really think, guys, you know, a lot of it is done purely for views. A lot of it is done really uneducated. You know, people, the comments they're making are not facts. They don't know me personally. I've never spoken about them personally. A lot of them, when I was on the old Chelsea Fans channel, used to come on and say, hey, I'm starting a new channel, can you shout me out? And I would shout them out, and in return, I've got a lot of hate from these people and a lot of nasty things I said. You know, I don't know everything about football. I don't never claim to know everything about football. I'm a fan that runs a YouTube channel like anybody else. I don't know why other Chelsea fans need to make it a competition between us all. There is no competition. I don't hate anyone. I've never hated anyone. I've never said anything nasty about anyone or negative, and I'm sure my cameraman Sammy would have heard it because he's mutual friends with everyone, and I've never done anything like that. So I think it all needs to stop, and I think if this was the other way around, it was me saying these nasty things on social media, people would be the first to say, I'm a bully, I'm this, I'm that. So yeah, I think we all need to be a bit kinder to everyone else. I don't know why we all need to fight amongst fans. I certainly don't think about it in my day-to-day life. I really don't take any notice of all this stuff. I only have to address it now. Because I saw some really ridiculous petition, and you know, it's just a bit silly, really. Because I mean, I've seen many people say nasty things about me and everyone, all the time, every day, all day. But that's something that I have to put up with. So yeah, I think these are opinions. They're not facts, and I think everybody needs to respect everybody else's opinions. And like I say, just to be kind to one another. There's no need for all this crap. I'd never claim to know everything about football. I don't. I'm just a fan that puts out fan content and what I think. And you know, when I go to the games, I share my experiences of that, and I have my take on what I want to put out. So on the channel. So yeah, that's all I really have to say on that. I will try to get Rory on soon, so that you can sort of hash it out or whatever. We could probably do a live or something like that, maybe. But they weren't my comments, so I don't know why I'm getting any abuse for it, you know. Anyway, I'm now going to do some previews. That's going to be in the next video coming up. So please stay tuned in. And like I said, guys, it's really, really important that we start being kind to one another, because it's going too far now. And with all this stuff on social, all this stuff in the news about, you know, people literally committing suicide over harsh comments they receive on the internet, we've got to be really, really careful about the things we say. So please be nice, please be kind, and hopefully this will just be something that everybody learns from. And yeah, like I said, if I can get Rory on, I will do. But that's his opinion at the end of the day, and I'm sure you guys have all your opinions. And like I say, my opinion's very different. I don't agree with everything that Rory says, and he doesn't agree with everything that I say. And vice versa. We're all fans, and there's literally about 1 million opinions out there. So nobody will agree. The difference is when you are a presenter, you say things on camera, so it offends more people. But yeah, that's my take on it. Please keep watching. My review is going to be up next, and I hope I don't have to do another one of these videos again soon. But yeah, like I say, there is hate directed towards all of us every day.